Hello, ladies and gentlemen, loyal Imperial citizens and rebel scum alike. Welcome to another Leah Maiden gameplay video. Back with more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes today, where we're going to be unlocking the latest / last member of the Bad Batch, ? Omega. I know there's a lot of speculation about whether we're going to get Crosshair, but who knows? We'll see. For now, let's check out the Omega unlock event. So there we go, Clone Force 99-5, the 5th Marquee event, as we're unlocking the 5th character to try and build this Bad Batch squad. So it looks like same setup as before. There's going to be 4 tiers, then a bonus tier at the end. Probably going to unlock a 2-star, get Omega up to 3 if you complete all of these tiers, and then if you want to go higher than that, you're going to have to pay. So tier 1, it looks like for tier 1, luckily they're giving us the Bad Batch. We get to borrow those, which is good because I've been so focused on Sith Eternal Emperor, I have not upgraded my Bad Batch at all, so that's going to be helpful. Then strategy tips. Disarming shot deals damage to an enemy, and if Omega has evasion up, can blind and daze them. When fully upgraded, if Omega has a buff that can be dispelled and it's her turn, she deals damage, again dealing less damage. Okay, interesting. So that's Omega's basic. As before, I'm going to go through this and I'm only going to use the basic attack. In the first tier, I'm going to use the abilities as they introduce them. So let's give this a shot. Let's give it a go. There we go. So Omega, what do we think of that face? Not sure what I think of her face there. Maybe it'll grow on me. Let's see how we do. Let's see how tier 1 goes. Okay, so Omega is a clever and empathetic attacker who utilizes buffs, debuffs, and the presence of her Bad Batch allies to take down her foes. Alright, looking good. So disarming shot. So this is what we read about. Let's give it a go, I guess. We've got that taunt on the Shore Trooper there. Boom. So again, because I've not been using Bad Batch, I'm not 100% familiar with these everybody's abilities. I've kind of forgotten since the unlock, so I'm probably just going to mostly use people's basics and AoEs. Not going to spend too long reading about them. I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as possible so it's not boring for people. And as I said, just going to stick to Omega's basics. So let's see if we can do that there. Did she have any debuffs there? I don't think so. So we didn't get to see if it dispels, but presumably it does. Let's drop an AoE here with Wrecker. Boom, and beautiful, those stuns. Another AoE from Hunter. There we go. Okay, we've got this, folks. Come on, Omega. Boom. There we go. She takes him out. Perfect. Okay, so far, nice little unit. So that's 10 shards of Omega in the bag. Yeah, and as I say, yeah, there we go. So 25, so 2-star unlock. We'll be able to get her up to 3 stars if we complete all the tiers here, and then I'll have a look at the packs before I'm done with this video. So let's move on to tier 2. So once again, we've got the whole Bad Batch to borrow. I feel like I'm not the only one in this boat where I haven't powered them up. Strategy tips. Adaptive Learner. Deals damage to an enemy, and if the enemy is exposed, will inflict them with target lock and remove turn meter. When fully upgraded, this ability also implies zeroed into the target enemy and gives Omega a stack of target practice, which gives her bonus critical chance, offense, and critical damage. Nice. Okay, let's give this a go. Alright, so Newt Gunray this time. Seems like the perfect target on which to try this. Boom, there we go. So we got those debuffs in place there, that target lock, and zeroed in and target practice. Looks like Omega has the buff target practice. There we go, so that's zeroed in, that's on Gunray. Omega has target practice while a character is afflicted by zeroed in. Boom, there we go. So those extra damage that she's able to inflict upon the enemy when she's got that buff and they've got zeroed in applied. Nice. Boom. I love that stun on Wrecker. Honestly, I am going to power up these guys. Got such a huge list of characters to actually power up after I've got Sith Eternal Emperor. It's just been sapping all of my resources, but Bad Batch, I think I am going to power them up. Let me know in the comments down below how you've been doing, what the status of your Bad Batch is, and how you feel about Omega, whether you think she's going to be a good addition, and whether you wish we were getting Crosshair instead. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. Boom, there we go, tier 2 down, because you've probably got a lot more experience with the Bad Batch than I do. Another 10 Omega shards in the bag, so we're almost at that unlock. Moving on to tier 3. Okay, so once again the whole squad. This is awesome. Strategy tips. Empathy first. Dispels debuffs on Omega and gives her stealth. Bad Batch allies gain protection up, defense penetration, and turn meter. When fully upgraded, if Omega already has stealth and an enemy has zeroed in, she gains those target practice buffs. Okay, so Dooku this time. There we go. Empathy first. That's exactly. I kind of like the way they've really stuck with her character, right? They've made her really empathetic and focused on how everyone else is feeling. That's pretty cool. I like the way they've worked that into the game. Although it is a bit odd to have a child character, right? Okay, that's pretty nice. So we've got that zeroed in and target lock now. Boom, not that it was really needed. Rekka took them out, and I love those stuns. There we go. We're just slicing through this. So the Bad Batch characters they give you are really beefed up. I think the troop power was about 100. Boom, there we go. The overall squad power, and that's obviously more than enough to cut through this. Be interesting to see how we do in the bonus tier at the end when I don't have my Bad Batch to rely on. So there we go, 15 shards, so we're in the unlock. We're well on our way to 3 stars. This is the final actual tier to get those extra shards to unlock her at 3 stars. Part of the squad gives Omega additional bonuses while stealthed, and bonuses to offense if all of her allies are Bad Batch. When fully upgraded, Omega will assist Bad Batch allies when they use a special ability, gain bonus speed when an allied leader begins their turn, and deal bonus damage based on how many buffs Omega has and how many debuffs her target has. Wow, so she's really buff and debuff heavy. I feel like a lot of the Bad Batch, that's kind of the Bad Batch's thing, right? Buffs and debuffs. Yeah, okay, we read that. We know how that works. So up against the Geonosians, let's try and get target lock. There we go, zeroed in, rather, on Brood Alpha, just in case he can summon. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to, because they normally kind of disable that when they're in events like this. Yep, looks like that's not working for him, but still. He is, of course, always key when you're taking out Geos, so nice to have that target lock there. Boom. We just unstealthed the spy, so boom, there we go, extra damage, look at that. Now I'm going to try and take out Spy, I think, because he can be kind of nasty. Okay, Hunter. Okay, Omega, it's all down to you. Boom, look at that. That was pretty awesome. That extra damage there she gets thanks to that target practice buff. Okay, that's pretty cool. And she really, this is synergizing so well, I think, with the other Bad Batch members. Again, boom. There we go, completely done. I know I'm not using them as well as I could be because I'm just not familiar with their kit, and I don't want this to be another video where I read through 50. There we go, so we got enough to take her up to 3 star. I don't want to spend this entire video reading the other Bad Batch members' kit, but it seems like she synergizes really, really well, and she's a lot of fun to use. Okay, bonus tier. Keeping Omega under the effects of stealth is critical to keeping her safe and maximizing damage. Enemies with zeroed in be targeted by Omega regardless of taunt. Nice. So, wow, that'd be an interesting squad, right? Throw in on a Padme squad. I don't think so. Let's see. I think I'm just going to use Clone Troopers. I'm just going to go with it, fill up on Clone Troopers, and if we have trouble getting through, look, my Bad Batch there, completely undeveloped. If we have trouble getting through, then I'll throw in Shock T, but let's see if we can do it just with clones. Alright, here we go. Grievous and a squad of droids. Appropriate that we should be using these Clone Troopers, I think. And I think Omega would jive pretty well with a squad led by Rex. Boom, bye-bye Grievous. So yeah, they've made this very easy. This seems actually easier than some of the other Marquee events we've had in the past. I don't know what you think about that. Again, let me know down in the comments, but this is very easy to get through. So there we go, Stealthed Omega. Again, not that she really needs it. I feel like we could have kept her out in the open, and this would not have been a problem for this particular event, but that's going to be key to keeping her alive, it seems. Boom, we've got this. Boom. Boom. There we go. Victory. Victory for the clones with Omega. And we got an Omega. There you go. Appropriate. An Omega for Omega. There we go. That's every tier done plus the bonus tier. So we should be in position now to activate her and take her up to 3 stars. Let's take a look. Activate Omega, you betcha. There she is. All right, let's do this. Boom. There we go. There she is in all her glory. So it's a pretty cool model. I don't dislike the model overall. I just feel like, what do you think? Let me know down below, but I just really feel like the face, it's just not quite there. It seems to me, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe different angles it looks better, but it seems to me a lot of the time that models in Galaxy of Heroes, for whatever reason, they're trying to make them more kind of photorealistic or more in tune with the animation or the actors that play them, which I think is cool. I'm all for that. But it seems as though they have real difficulty making the face really, really match up to what we see on screen. I feel like either it works front on, or it works in profile, but very rarely do we get both. I feel like Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano is really a prime example of that. Straight on doesn't look anything like Ahsoka. There we go. That's a cool fidget animation. I was waiting for that. For a minute I thought I'd made it up, but that's a cool fidget animation. But I don't know. What do you think? I don't think that looks like Omega as we see her in the Bad Batch, face-wise. The rest of the model I think is pretty cool. I like it. I do enjoy that fidget animation. But I think it's better from the side, better in profile. I'll give them that. But I think straight on, to me, that just looks a little off. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. So there we go. That's a 3-star unlock for Omega. If you complete the event, let's take a quick look. Oops, went to the wrong screen. Let's take a quick look at the packs that they've got here. Okay, so exactly the same setup that we had for the other Bad Batch members. You've got this crystal pack here for 1,299 crystals. You could get 5, you could get 330, a full 7-star unlock. In all likelihood, you're going to end up with 12 or 15 shards. They're going to be the most common drops for 1,300 crystals. And then if you're willing to pay $20, but you can only do this once, purchase limit of 1, for $20 you can get those 30 shards to take her up to 4-star. You get Omega, those shards, some crystals, a little bit of credits, and then some gear. I mean, they're saying gear to take her up to gear level 5 and level 40. In reality, we know that's kind of worth nothing. The gear they just throw in is really those shards that you're after. That'll take her up to 4-star. If you want to go higher, you're going to have to gamble, basically, and it could get pricey, so bear that in mind. So there we go, my completely undeveloped Bad Batch. I will be working on them soon. That is Omega. For now, perhaps the final member, who knows. There we go. Have to see what happens in future. So what do you think? Let me know how you're getting on with Omega, what you think of the model, what you think of the Bad Batch in general. I'd really love to hear your thoughts, comments, and criticisms down below. Thank you for being a part of this journey today. If you did enjoy the video, find it informative or entertaining in any way, please consider giving it a like, a thumbs up down below. I really do appreciate it. And hey, while you're here, why not consider subscribing to the channel? I drop new gameplay videos for Star Wars, Galaxy of Heroes, and Marvel Strike Force every single week. Throw a few other games in there every now and again. I'd love to have you as part of the team. That is all for Liam Maiden Gameplay today. I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, look after each other. And remember, the Force will be with you. Always.